Do you ever catch yourself thinking, wow, she has it all, or her life is so together? For every girl you see and think that, another girl is looking at you thinking the exact same thing. Welcome to This Is For Us. My name is Noelle, and between my own life's journey and working with hundreds of women, I've realized we're all way more alike than we think. We share the same struggles, the same emotions, and we're not meant to do it all alone. Think of this podcast as a safe space to be yourself and get real. Like those talks where you go to your best friend for advice. I'm here to remind you that you are irreplaceable and it's time to start acting like it. We're all just trying to figure it out, and we can change the narrative of feeling alone. This is for you. This is for me. And this is for us. Hey, y'all, and welcome back to This Is For Us. So I wanted to start today by saying, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for pulling this up today. And this is the podcast out of all of them in the world. This is the podcast that you choose to hit play on and spend your drive or your cleaning or just your time by yourself or whatever it is that you're choosing that precious time to hang out with me. I sit and think of y'all all the time and how honored I am that, again, that you choose to spend your precious time with me. And so I'm saying that. I know I say that every episode, but I'm saying that right now because I think of y'all all the time. And so I want this podcast to be a place of build up and like building ourselves up and building up our confidence and building up our self-worth. And I want this place to be happy and a place that you can come and hit play and know that you're going to get fired up for the week or for your life or just get excited or your heart is going to feel peaceful, if that makes sense. Like I just want this to be a good, happy place that we can all depend on for that. And so when things happen to me or whenever I have a rough day or a rough week or a rough couple weeks, I battle with myself. I lay in bed at night and I'm like, do I tell them about it? Do I talk about it? Or what if they hit play and they're like, God, this is a Debbie Downer episode. I don't want to hear this. You know, it's just that's just not something that I want you all to associate this with because I want it to be a place for us to feel good. In a world that sometimes there's not a ton of good being put in our faces or in our ears, I want this to be one of those places. And so, but then I battle with myself because I'm like, but Noelle, your whole promise has been that you're going to be real and raw and transparent and share all the things. And so I don't know any other way to be. And I know that there are some of you that are listening to this that you have never seen me in person. You have never met me in person. And the extent of our friendship right now at this time is through a speaker, me through a microphone, you through a speaker. But the thing is that I do feel like we all know each other. I do feel like that I sit and I share my most internal thoughts with you guys. So although I know we don't truly know each other, we've never gotten to physically hug each other or sit down and have a conversation. I do feel that we know each other. And for that, I'm like, I need to be honest and real and talk about the things that are going on. And so I have had a rough couple weeks. There's been some stuff going on the other side of my business and in my personal life that has been tough to navigate, that has been daunting, that has been, I've been a little down, and I've been trying to practice what I preach. And I do often lay in bed at night and think this is the advice that you give to the community of This Is For Us that you love so much. So you need to give yourself the own advice. You need to pick yourself up. You need to get it together, get your life together, Noelle, and so for even a minute that you think of not sharing it, that has to be the worst idea because you have to keep your promise of always remaining transparent. And so here I am. And, during these things that have been going on and just, I do have a lot of good in my life. I have a lot of love. I have a lot of things that I'm honored that I get to be a part of, a massive amount of people that I'm honored that I get to stand beside. But with that, there is some poison. There are some, there's some rotten fruit, as I like to call it. And sometimes I need to remind myself that instead of looking at it like that those rotten people that have seeped their way around me, instead of letting them be so big, I need to remember actually how small. And so today, this episode to you is to serve as a reminder that I hope that I'm not going to talk myself in circles here, but if you've been here for a long time, you probably remember the episode I did when I was flying home and I was looking out at the cities thinking, God, there are women sitting in restaurants right now or sitting in their houses so sad and just feeling like the whole world is crumbling around them or like the weight of the world is on their shoulders, and that the guy at the bar that didn't ask for their number or that ghosted them or, that cheated on them or whatever is so big, when really in the grand scheme of things, that is such a small piece of the world, and it could just be such a small piece of your life. And so today, this episode is a reminder to you that the rotten fruit in your life can easily be thrown out. All you have to do is make the decision that, God, this is so insignificant to me. This means nothing to me, and throw it in the trash where it belongs. Instead of even for a second thinking that it is big enough to have any role to play in your life, because it's not, y'all. It is so small. And as humans, it's so easy to forget that. And I just want to sit here and I do want to be that best friend voice to you saying, it is so small and you are so big. So the other day, and fun fact about me, I hate taking showers. I hate taking baths. I hate taking showers. And it's not even that I hate the act of it once I'm doing it. It's that I hate the chore that comes after. I hate the lotion. Which y'all know, I don't even use lotion. I use the Buff City shower oil that makes my life easier. But I'm just saying, I hate the drying of the hair and the putting all the stuff and the drying off. And I just can't stand the aftermath of it, I think. So, like, it's just a daunting task. But I'd had such a bad day the other day that I was like, I just want to go get in the shower. And if I'm being honest, I wanted to go get in the shower because, how sometimes you just turn the water on because you don't want someone to hear or, whatever. So I just wanted to go get in the shower and be by myself. And I just wanted to sit in the shower and cry. I wanted to be alone. And that's what felt really good to me in the moment, is I just need to go be by myself in the shower. And what I'm saying is that if I'm electing to go and take a shower and wash my hair, you know that I'm like, I'm really in a spot, y'all. I'm really having a time if I elect to go wash my hair. So anyway, I go and I get in the shower, and I'm not even standing in the shower. I'm like knelt down in the shower, just letting the water like rush over me. And I, that I'm very, I'm a little weird, I guess, if you want to call it, maybe woo woo. I don't know what word you want to use, but I was like, okay, this water is going to like rinse all of the bad away. All of the bad is going to be rinsed from me. I'm going to watch it go down the drain. And that is legitimately how I speak to myself, y'all. I don't know if you think that's insane or if you're like, God, that's smart. Maybe a little of both, but that's really the reason why I wanted to go get in the shower, to be alone, to cry it out, to be warm and watch all the negativity go down the drain. And so as I'm doing this, and we live in a much older house, so I don't know if any of y'all can relate to me or not, but whenever the dishwasher turns on, or whenever the washing machine turns on, or whenever a toilet flushes, like the water pressure goes out. And so as I'm sitting there in the shower, as I'm letting the water hit me and telling myself that all of the bad that's happened, all of the bad days, all the negativity, all of these nasty people, that it's all going down the drain, that it can no longer touch me because it's going down the drain and it's gone and it's removing itself from me and from my life. I don't know what went on in the rest of the house, but the water pressure went out. And so when the water pressure went out, just without me even thinking about it, like second nature, I said to myself, it's going to come back. It's okay. Just wait a second. It's going to come right back. And as I thought of that, I was like, yeah, Noelle, it is. It's going to come. The water pressure is going to come right back on. It's going to come right back, just like the sun's going to come out tomorrow. And so I just was, I don't know, like soothing myself, healing myself in that moment. And something as insignificant as water pressure. And my first thought was, don't worry about it. It's going to come right back. And then my brain went, the sun's going to come out tomorrow. And it just made me feel so much better. So when I'm sitting here thinking, do I tell them about it? Do I share it with them? I'm like, hell yeah, you share it with them. Yes, you tell it to them, because maybe something as insignificant as reminding them that even though the water pressure went out, it's going to come right back to you. And even though it's dark right now, or it's rainy, or whatever, the sun's going to come out tomorrow. Like, it's inevitable. I'm sitting here looking out the window as I talk to you, and the sun is out, and it is a beautiful, beautiful day. And so sometimes I think that those seemingly insignificant moments are actually huge and can serve as the most beautiful and healing reminders that we could ever ask for as humans. And to go even more into that, if there's somebody that has talked about you in your life, or spread rumors about you, or gossiped about you, or gone behind your back, or someone that just speaks of you and they don't even know you at all, this is my reminder to you that someone else's opinion of you can only matter if you give them permission. If you give that insignificant opinion permission to have an effect on your life, then it can. But if you refuse to allow them permission into your mind, into your life, into your heart, then it can have no significance to you whatsoever. And y'all, I know, believe me, I'm sitting here as a human that I've had people trying to tear me apart the last couple days. And in a few moments of that, it has worked. I have cried my eyes out. I have sobbed. I have stared blankly into space. But at the end of the day, I gave those moments to those opinions. I gave those tears and those nasty thoughts that I had. I gave the permission for that to enter into my life. And as humans, I think that it's often hard not to do that. If we can grant the permission for those nasty moments to enter in, then we can also get them out. And then we can also, at any given moment, choose for the permission slip to stop. We can close the gate, like at a club, whenever the bouncer is like, we're at capacity, and they close it and it's like, no more, you can't get in. We can close the club at any moment. And so I picked myself up and I was like, club closed. You're not on the list. You're out. You're not coming into my brain any longer. And the thing is that there is no one that truly knows why you do the things that you do. There's no one that knows why you make the decisions that you make, why you say the things you say. No one fully knows the context to your life. And the crazy thing is that there are people out there that are so miserable, bored, unhappy. I really don't know. It's very sad if you really think about it, that they have nothing else to do with their lives or their time than to try to tear someone else down. And, life is already hard enough. We all already go through so much heartbreak and fear and uncertainty and lacking clarity of our path and wanting to be loved and wanting to figure out who we are. And life is just so hard for every human being that walks this earth. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but it's also really freaking hard. And so the fact that there are people out there that they have nothing else to do but to make life harder for another human being walking this earth, it is just so sad to me that is how they want to spend their time. That they don't want to build themselves up or find other people to help them build themselves up, or that they don't want to build up someone else and offer love and peace to another person, that they have been hurt so much that all they know to do is hurt. And I really do think that that's sad. But, that quote, hurt people. And God, that's so true. And, I just want to say, if you are a hurt person who has hurt someone else, at any given moment, you can make the choice to stop. Any given moment, you can make the choice to start building and growing and offering love and peace and joy versus offering hatred and lies and false narratives and gossip and backstabbing. And you can look around and go, God, I don't want to put this in the world anymore. I want to put love out there. But anyway, I think something that's even more sad is that there are people out there that want so badly to create these false stories and these false narratives, that they piece together this story that they want to build, almost like magazine clippings. They clip the story where they want to make it fit the story that they are trying to tell, that makes them feel better. Like they get off on creating these things that just aren't real or they aren't true. And then to take it even a step farther, it's so sad how that these false stories can affect someone else's life when really that wasn't the truth at all. And so if that has happened to you, first of all, I am so sorry. My heart goes out to you. And I think it sucks. I think it's sad. But this is my reminder to you that we cannot let those people or those magazine clippings lessen our view of ourselves or the belief that we have in ourselves just because of someone else's jaded opinion or falsely created story. Like, the thing is that this too shall pass. And eventually they are going to realize that they can't get their fix off of you anymore. And sadly, there's going to be somebody else fall victim to them and they're going to go on to the next person. But for now, you just have to keep reminding yourself of who you are, what your heart is about, what your life really is, what you really believe in. And you have to close the club. The permission slips got to get ripped up. No more permission. No more. I've given you enough and it's over now. And you can't reach me any longer. No matter what you do and how miserable you are, it's over for me. And I think that also you have to stay close to people that feel like sunshine, that feel like sunlight in your life. And even if that means that your circle is really freaking small, or even if for a minute it means that it's just you, yourself, and I, me, myself, and I, like sometimes that's okay too. But you have to start getting rid of the rotten fruit, getting rid of the negativity, and strengthening your belief in yourself and what you know you're worth and what you know that you're believing, that you believe in. You can't let these people tell your story in a way that you even choose to start believing it. That's the worst thing that we can do. And that's what they hope for, but permission's over. Again, access to the club is over. We're not doing it anymore. And so I really do believe that if we can stay focused on our own life and the growth and the betterment of ourselves and focus on love and peace and loving the people around us that are directly in our lives that are of significance, that leaves no more room for the small-minded, miserable people who thrive on tearing others down. It leaves no room for their misery. And you know that misery loves company. Like, that is a tale as old as time. And the thing is that we're busy. We can't come over. We can't come to the phone right now. You need to find someone else to torture because we have no time left for you. We have no room left for you. And if you are someone that just cannot stand the idea of someone not liking you and it just keeps you up at night, the thing is that it's okay that you have a heart of gold and that you just want to please everyone and make everyone happy and that you just long to be loved and that you're trying to do your best for everything and everyone around you. You should not ever apologize for that. You shouldn't ever apologize for anything because, like I always say, you are the only person who can be you. There is no one out there that could put your shoes on and live your life and be who you are and offer to the world what only you can offer to the world. That is not possible. So don't you apologize for anything. But what I'm telling you is that you do have to get real with yourself and you do have to understand that no matter how pure you are, no matter how much your heart is made of gold, you are never going to be everyone's favorite. It is not possible that everyone is going to like you or that there's never going to be someone that has something that isn't going to say something negative about you. That's just not possible. And it's like we've said a million times on this podcast, you can be the world's ripest, juiciest peach, and there will always be someone that just doesn't like peaches. And again, that is okay. It's fine. And you just need to accept it. And something that helps me when I feel defeated over things like this is remembering I do not need everyone. I do not need everyone on this earth to know me, to like me, to love me, to want to have anything to do with me. I don't need that. The only people that you need, the only people that I need are the people that are your people, the people that are meant for you. And I'm telling you right now, those people are going to stay. They are going to be there with you. They're going to hold your hand. They're going to stand beside you. They're going to have your back. And if it means that there's one or that there's seven or that there's 7 million, that doesn't matter. If we have one in this life, and even if the one is ourself and we are strong enough to be that one for us, that is worth its weight in gold. That is literally worth everything. And so this is my reminder, again, my reminder to you that only the people who are with you and for you are the people that need to be in your life. That's it. And it's so much better that way anyway. I would rather have a life where even if my circle is tiny, that I know they're with me, I know they're for me, and versus having a huge circle of who I really don't even know who's in the circle, what their intentions are. I don't want to know. I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want it. And speaking of intentions, a dear mentor in my life told me this once. He said to me, "You are going to face so much adversity in your life that you should only be concerned with one thing, and that is your intentions. And if your intentions are always pure, if you have always got the best intentions at heart with your decisions, your actions, with everything, then you can know that you have done right and you can ignore everything and everyone else." And y'all, that is something I say to myself all the time is, were your intentions pure? And if my answer to that is yes, then that has to be enough. It is enough. Because if my heart was in the right place and I truly had the best of intentions when I did the thing, I made the decision, I said the thing, then that is worth everything and that is enough. And so, y'all, if you have had a bad day or a bad week, or God, I really truly hope not, but even a bad year, then the sun will come out tomorrow. Like it is going to. The sun will come out tomorrow, and you have worked way too hard to let someone, something, whatever, who has zero significance to your life drag you down or spend one more moment inside your head. It's got to stop. And something else I want to leave you with. And again, this is a question that I also ask myself all the time. And this right here is one of my very favorite things. Okay. So if there is someone in your life that has talked about you, done something mean to you, gossiped, caused you harm, caused you heartache, whatever, I want you to ask yourself, would you trade lives with them? Right now, if there was a genie came down, a magic wand, and said, I will let you switch lives with them right now. If the answer is no, then don't you let them live in your pretty little head for one more second. Not one more second, y'all. And I know that in my situation, the answer is hell no. So not one more second is that person going to have the freedom, the permission, whatever it is, to be inside my head. We are going to focus on the good. We're going to focus on the good in ourselves, the good that's around us, because there is good around us. I'm looking at the sun shining right now. There is beauty. There is good. There is love. It is there. And remind yourself of who you are, what's in your heart, and get the pep back in your step, because it's all working out. It is all working out for the good, for you, for me. It is all working out for us, y'all. And there are beautiful, beautiful days that are coming. And one more time, the sun's going to come out tomorrow. It's out right now. I promise you that it is. I love you. Thank you for being here for me. I will never, ever take it for granted. I am honored to be sitting here with you right now. I'm honored that you're spending your time with me and hanging out with me. And I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening. I know you could be doing anything in the world right now, so the fact that you've chosen to spend this time with me means everything. If this episode resonated with your heart, or if you have a topic you'd like me to touch on, please shoot me a DM on Instagram at Noelle Roberts Coley. I'd love to hear all about it, and thank you personally for listening. If you want to know how to support the podcast, I'd be forever grateful if you'd share it with a friend and leave me a 5-star review. Until next time, please remember that we're all just trying to figure it out. We're in this together, and this is for us. I'll see you soon.